Arjuna, from the lineage of the Pandavas, is about to face his cousins from the lineage of the Kauravas. Similar to Achilles at the beginning of the Iliad, who, consumed by a dark anger, decides to withdraw from the battle. Arjuna, unlike Achilles, is not angry but is filled with doubt so much that he is overcome by vertigo. Confronted with a moral dilemma that marks the entrance into a new era of questioning, he wonders whether he should listen to his duty as a warrior, which prescribes killing all members of his family, or adhere to the respect for his common kinship, leading him to renounce his military honor. In both cases, he will have to sacrifice either his honor or his family and renounce either his family or his honor. From sacrifice to renunciation, thus begins the extraordinary text that is the Bhagavad Gita. On the battlefield just before the Kurukshetra war, Arjuna noticed fathers, grandfathers, uncles, cousins, sons, grandsons, teachers, friends, fathers-in-law and benefactors, arrayed on both sides. Arjuna then gazed at all those kinsmen before him, and his heart melted with pity, and sadly he spoke.
"Oh, my lord! When I see all these, my own people, thirsting for battle, my limbs fail me and my throat is parched, my body trembles and my hair stands on end. The bow Gandiva slips from my hand, and my skin burns. I cannot keep quiet, for my mind is in tumult. The omens are adverse. What good can come from the slaughter of my people on this battlefield? Ah, my lord! I crave not for victory, nor for the kingdom, nor for any pleasure. What were a kingdom or happiness or life to me, when those for whose sake I desire these things stand here about to sacrifice their property and their lives? I would not kill them, even for 3 worlds, why then for this poor earth? It matters not if I myself am killed. My lord! What happiness can come from the death of these sons of Dhritarashtra? We shall sin if we kill these desperate men."
As the warriors ready their weapons and the echoes of battle reverberate, we witness Arjuna's internal conflict. How can he fight against his own relatives, friends, and revered teachers? Arjuna's mind is burdened with self-doubt, compassion, and an overwhelming sense of duty. This stage is set for a timeless tale that challenges our understanding of morality and spirituality. The Gita presents his predicament not merely as a matter of war, but as a struggle to comprehend the essence of life and existence. Arjuna, torn between familial bonds and moral righteousness, turns to Krishna, seeking guidance in his darkest hour. Arjuna's dilemma resonates with each one of us. How often have we found ourselves caught between our responsibilities and our values? The Gita beautifully showcases the conflicts we face, where the path of truth may seem clouded by the shadows of doubt and sentiment. The Bhagavad Gita thus begins with a moral and spiritual dilemma, a clash of values prevalent at that time. Faced with his cousins, if Arjuna follows the laws of his warrior caste, he should normally fight them. However, by doing so, he would destroy the lineage of his cousins. On the other hand, if he adheres to the duty of family and refrains from fighting his cousins, he dishonours his warrior caste and duty, dharma. At first glance, there seems to be no solution. It is from this dilemma that the profound conversation between Arjuna and Krishna begins, where spiritual and philosophical teachings are imparted. We then witness how the Bhagavad Gita provides timeless solutions to these universal challenges. But before we unlock the wisdom that Krishna imparts to Arjuna on the eternal nature of the soul, explaining the transient nature of existence and the inevitability of death, we must define the Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita translates to the Song of the Blessed One or the Song of the Lord. In Sanskrit, Bhagavad is often translated as the Blessed or the Lord, and Gita means song or chant. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita can be interpreted as the Song of the Lord. The Lord is Krishna, a divine incarnation, a manifestation of the Supreme Lord, and he plays a central role as the guide and counselor of Arjuna. He is simultaneously the supreme divinity, Arjuna's guide, spiritual teacher, and cosmic avatar. Initially presenting himself modestly as Arjuna's charioteer, Krishna quickly transcends this role by sharing universal wisdom. Krishna becomes Arjuna's guiding light, illuminating the path of discernment and devotion. His guidance extends beyond the earthly aspects of the battlefield, opening the door to a deep understanding of existence, the soul, and universal reality. The connection between Arjuna and Krishna thus evolves from charioteer to a divine spiritual guide leading Arjuna toward an enlightened vision of life and duty. When Arjuna is grappling with doubt and confusion regarding his duty in the war, Krishna presents to him various spiritual paths, including the path that leads to true peace, harmony, and joy, even during moments of turmoil. One of the key concepts that Krishna suggests to Arjuna to eliminate doubt and confusion regarding his duty during the war is detachment. As elucidated in the Bhagavad Gita, it is not an abandonment of duty or an emotional aloofness. Instead, it is a state of mind that fosters an unswerving focus on one's duty without being attached to the outcomes. Lord Krishna emphasizes the importance of performing one's duties with dedication while relinquishing attachment to success or failure. In chapter 2, verse 47, Krishna asserts,
"You have a right to perform your prescribed duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your actions. Never consider yourself to be the cause of the results of your activities, nor be attached to inaction."
This encapsulates the essence of detachment and unwavering commitment to duty without being entangled in the desire for specific outcomes. In our fast-paced modern lives, finding balance between personal and professional domains can be challenging. However, the teachings of detachment can help us navigate this delicate balance. By practicing detachment, we can learn to prioritize and focus on what truly matters, without getting caught up in the never-ending demands of our work or the distractions of our personal lives. By consciously letting go of unnecessary attachments and maintaining a clear perspective, we can achieve a healthier work-life balance and experience greater fulfillment. One of the challenges of practicing detachment is overcoming attachment and resisting temptation. We often cling to our desires and become attached to certain outcomes, which can lead to disappointment and suffering when things don't go as planned. However, by practicing detachment, we can gradually let go of these attachments and find freedom from the constant cycle of craving and dissatisfaction. It allows us to bring a sense of peace and contentment into our lives. As Arjuna, facing the moral dilemma of fighting against his own kin, grapples within a turmoil, Lord Krishna, recognizing Arjuna's internal conflict, expounds on the concept of equanimity or equanimous vision. Samadhoshana forms the cornerstone of Lord Krishna's teachings to Arjuna. It is a state of mind that allows one to see everyone and everything impartially, beyond the distortions of ego and personal bias. It involves maintaining mental poise and balance in the face of life's dualities, joy and sorrow, success and failure. In chapter 2, verse 14, Krishna imparts wisdom.
O son of Kunti, the non-permanent appearance of happiness and distress, and their disappearance in due course, are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer seasons. They arise from sense perception, O scion of Bharata, and one must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed.
Krishna encouraged Arjuna to rise above the ephemeral nature of pleasure and pain, to cultivate a serene mind that remains untouched by external circumstances. By recognizing the impermanence of external events and focusing on one's inner truth, individuals can cultivate equanimity and face challenges without being swept away by emotional turbulence. Equanimity brings a sense of centeredness and resilience, enabling individuals to navigate the ups and downs of life with grace and composure. It is a quality that enables us to remain calm and composed in the face of challenges. It allows us to respond to difficult situations with clarity and wisdom, rather than reacting out of fear or anger. To embrace equanimity, we can cultivate mindfulness and present moment awareness. By observing our thoughts and emotions, we can develop a space of non-reactivity. This allows us to respond to challenges with a clear mind and a compassionate heart. To truly comprehend equanimous vision, we must understand its significance in various stages of life. In times of abundance and joy, it is essential to embrace equanimity to prevent arrogance and attachment from clouding our discernment. Similarly, when facing adversity and despair, an equanimous perspective enables us to remain steadfast while navigating the storm of life.
He alone is a true yogi who, treating alike, friend or foe, the indifferent and the neutral, and even the hateful, and relatives and saints, has a balanced mind.
It also transcends our interactions with others. It prompts us to view every being with impartiality, regardless of their external appearances, status, or behavior. Through equanimity, we foster empathy, compassion, and treat every individual as an embodiment of the divine, thus promoting unity amidst diversity. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna teaches Arjuna the importance of renunciation as a means to attain spiritual enlightenment. Renunciation is no walk in the park. It requires a certain level of mental and emotional fortitude. Let's face it, giving up worldly attachments and desires is easier said than done. When you renounce, you may experience a range of emotions, including a sense of loss, detachment, and even loneliness. The Bhagavad Gita acknowledges this reality. It emphasizes the need for self-control and a focused mind to navigate these challenges. Renunciation isn't about suppressing emotions or denying oneself pleasures, rather, it's about finding a higher purpose and transcending the temporary joys of materialistic pursuits.
The renunciation of all works is not proper. The renunciation of the fruits of all works is verily what the wise describe as renunciation.
Renunciation doesn't mean abandoning all responsibilities and obligations. Unless you're a hermit on a mountaintop, you still have to deal with society and its expectations. Balancing the desire for spiritual progress with societal demands can be a tightrope act. It doesn't mean either giving up on leading a purposeful life. In fact, it can enhance our sense of purpose by redirecting our focus towards higher ideals and spiritual growth. The Gita reminds us that renunciation shouldn't be an excuse to shirk our duties. It encourages us to fulfill our responsibilities while keeping a detached mindset, performing our tasks without getting entangled in the outcomes. It's all about finding the sweet spot between detachment and engagement. It is not about living a life devoid of meaning or joy, it's about transcending the mundane and connecting with a deeper reality. By renouncing the superficial and materialistic, we can find true purpose and fulfillment in the pursuit of spiritual progress. The Bhagavad Gita's teachings on detachment, equanimity, and renunciation offer a profound roadmap for seekers on the path to self-realization. As Arjuna grapples with ethical dilemmas, Krishna guides him towards a holistic understanding of life, duty, and the eternal self. In embracing these transformative concepts, individuals can attain inner harmony, spiritual freedom, and a deeper connection with the divine. The Bhagavad Gita, with its timeless wisdom, remains a beacon for those navigating the complexities of existence, offering profound insights into the nature of the self and the path to ultimate liberation. The Bhagavad Gita also highlights alternative paths to progress. Stay tuned for 2 more enlightening videos, one on the theme of divine love and another on the profound practice of yoga, such as Karma Yoga, the path of action, and Bhakti Yoga, the path of devotion. Ultimately, finding the right balance between renunciation and active engagement in the world is a personal journey, guided by the teachings of the Bhagavad Gita. Whether one chooses to embrace renunciation or pursue other paths, the ultimate aim is to progress towards self-realization and spiritual fulfillment. If you found resonance in this video, don't forget to express your appreciation by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel for more enlightened content. We extend our heartfelt gratitude for embarking on this transformative exploration with us. Until our paths cross again, may your days be filled with solace and serenity.